Jesuit education today, I think, is more important than ever, because I think we need individuals who have a better sense of self and also a growing appreciation of obligations they have as individuals. We are not just our own selves. We have an obligation to the wider community. Jesuit education invites people to reflect on their lives, appreciate their gifts, and then strive to use those for the good of others.
Formative education is premised upon an integrative belief in education, bringing together the intellectual, the psychological, the social, the character, ethical, and the spiritual dimensions of a young person's formation into a larger whole.
Liberal arts is at the very heart of a formative education.
Star Tom Holland is recruited by a seasoned treasure hunter, played by Mark Wahlberg, to recover a fortune that was lost 500 years ago by Ferdinand Magellan. What starts off as a recovery turns into a race to reach the prize before somebody else does who believes that he is the rightful heir. On a Zoom chat with Wahlberg, he talked to us about growing up in Boston as one of 9 siblings in the family, especially when one of them is friend of the morning show Donnie Wahlberg of New Kids on the Block.
He used to come down to the boys club with his plastic Michael Jackson jacket with all the zippers. And my brother, you know, we always had to, if something happened or, you know, somebody was picking on my brother or somebody was picking on me, we always had to stand up for each other. But he'd come around my friends and he was so happy to have that jacket. And people would make fun of him. And my brother was not a pushover. So I'd have to go and have to get in a fight with one of my friends because of my brother and that Michael Jackson jacket. And I said, can't you just like put it in your bag until you get to the train station? And then when you get to the train station, you could put the jacket on. He was like, hell, I'm wearing this everywhere. And so, yeah, but that was one of the many.
I hope Donnie is still wearing that jacket out in St. Charles, where he lives now with Jenny McCarthy. Uncharted is going to be opening in theaters this coming
really
Friday.
Frightening moments for commuters around here this morning. You can see right now, 8 hours after this happened, Eversource crews are still on scene ventilating the underground here. And if you take a look to the right, you can see that manhole cover that went shooting into the air.
They hit something. Who was that?
Oh! A blast of fire erupts from underground.
It was a loud boom, and it shook the building, shook everyone on the floor.
This explosion, the second of 2 between High, Summer, and Federal Streets in the financial district near South Station. Fire officials saying it was likely a buildup of heat and pressure from heavy electrical use.
There was a lightning flash, there was an immediate bang from the lightning flash, and then within seconds, there was another loud explosion.
When a lot of energy is being used, sometimes heat builds up pressure, and sometimes things let go, even when they're working efficiently.
The explosions sent 2 manhole covers airborne. A woman walking by burned and injured, taken from the scene in a stretcher. This as smoke billowed out from underground for some time, and carbon monoxide forced some businesses to evacuate and to close.
I'm very concerned. It's just a frightening incident to happen just in the middle of the day in a very, very busy area.
The mayor promising a complete investigation, but the trend of infrastructure and industrial problems in the city causing concern for some workers.
I constantly always avoid scaffolds and construction areas because it seems like it's happening a lot around here, and it's scary.
And a live look back here on High Street, and you can see that window there is boarded up. That was actually shattered as a result of this explosion here. Now, many of the buildings had to be evacuated as a result of carbon monoxide, but workers were eventually able to go back inside and continue business today. Now, the mayor says that 2 people were injured here, obviously one taken.
Doesn't it mean Saint Diego?
No.